Assalamualaikum and a very good morning I bid to everyone. Before I begin with my speech today, I would like to ask all of you whether you have any muallaf friends. If yes, have all of you helping them to go through their new journey as a Muslim? If your answer is not, I would like to share with all of you on some efforts that we can do to help our new sisters who are still exploring the wonderful of Islam. Most of the muallaf today is facing a situation where they are getting strong objections from their family members, as converting is such an action which can be considered as taboo by certain group of people. The muallaf problem usually do not stop there, as consequently they will lose their jobs and places to live. For those who really depend on their family for living, usually their benefits will be taken away right after they embraced Islam. This kind of situation somehow will trouble them a lot, especially for the women. Hence, we must do something to ease their burden to getting through a new life as a Muslim. Brothers and sisters, for our muallaf friends, the first thing that they need when they first embrace Islam are moral and material supports from the Muslim. We should provide them with some basic necessities as a Muslim. You may give some present for them, like Al-Quran, and praying clothes, like lekong. Even though it is such a humble gift, I believe that it can give our new sisters some spirit and enthusiasm to learn more about Islam, to practice and love the religion as a whole. Besides, you can buy or give some clothes or dresses which can cover their aura, so they could learn and practice to cover their aura instead of revealing their parts of body, just like before they embraced Islam. For moral supports, you should give your muallaf friends a lot of motivations, especially on reminding them about behavior and akhlaq as a Muslim. As a friend, you must also show good examples as a Muslim so that they could follow the beauty of Islam in every deeds. Brothers and sisters, secondly, do take your muallaf friends as your foster sister, or if she does not have anyone else, ask your family member if they could adopt her. Having a Muslim foster family is very significant for muallaf because from this family they could feel and practice Islamic way of life. Besides, the foster family is responsible to provide shelter and take good care of the muallaf until she already grasped all the basic knowledge of Islam and can lead her life by her own. The family will also act as a form of support for the new sisters to shape herself as a good Muslimah. She will feel more secure and can adapt the Islamic culture easier compared to when she is living alone. Furthermore, the sisters could join the foster family and Islamic society for any Islamic celebrations or ceremony. For example, the Idul Fitri and Idul Adha celebrations. From this kind of celebrations, she can meet many people and make a good relationship or bonding between them. In the long run, the awkward feeling of being a new follower of Islam will disappear as she is accustomed to the Islamic society. Brothers and sisters, lastly, you can help her to improve her fundamental knowledge of Islam by teaching her or sending her to religious institutions. As a friend of a new follower, you should help provide her with at least the most basic things of Islam. For example, teach her to recite Al-Quran fluently, the correct ways to take ablution and obligatory bath, and performing 5 daily prayers. If you insist to teach her by yourself, perhaps you could ask some of your friends to help. You and your friends can conduct a group discussion or halaqah for her to discuss matters pertaining basic fardu ain skills, akidah, and maybe, if you want to make it more interesting, try to make a storytelling session about the story of Anbiya and Ulama. Being creative is one of the ways to make our new sisters get interested and assimilate the Islamic teaching much faster. To make sure things to work for it utmost, make sure that your muallaf friends is following and practicing what has been taught to her and she knows the concrete reason on what she's practicing. For instance, if you teach her to cover the aura, make sure that she is doing so to seek pleasure from the Allah and to follow Allah's commandments, not because of fashion and trends. Alright, now comes to the end of my videos. I would like to conclude which I would like to encourage all of you, brothers and sisters, who's watching my videos right now, to imply all the methods which I mentioned before. Like, firstly, you have to provide them with moral and material support. Secondly, do adopt them as your family members or take them as your foster sister. And last but not least, do provide them with the basic knowledge, fundamental knowledge of Islam's, and I hope that all of you will use my video for beneficial purposes and hope you guys like it. And that's all from me. Enjoy and have a nice day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.